Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carolina Sophia, a participant on The Bachelor Season 29, has accused leading man Grant Ellis of being reckless with the women's affections, and she is revealing what she believes he is truly like. Carolina and Grant had a strong connection when they initially met on the debut of The Bachelor Season 29, but her turmoil with the other women overshadowed her relationship with him. Carolina and Grant appeared to be creating a solid foundation, so it was surprising when he sent her home just before her hometown dates. Grant made so many mistakes that some wondered if the producers should have cast him. Carolina said in the second half of a two-part interview on the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast that Grant said things to her and other competitors that she considered reckless. Carolina stated that Grant had told her that he wanted to move forward with her, but after he said goodbye, she assumed that Grant would select runner-up Licia Gare over winner Juliana Pasquarosa due to things he had said to Licia throughout the season. Carolina added, "I assumed it would be Licia because I knew he had spoken the most to me and Licia." Licia's statement about how he had already said it was her. What she mentioned was something I had heard before. Carolina was alluding to Licia's assertion that the night before he proposed to Juliana, Grant stated that he intended to get engaged to Licia. Carolina went on to explain, "I was crazy enough to believe the entire time it was either myself or Licia since I knew we had received the most reassurance, or based on what I had heard. And when she got that other one-on-one, I assumed it was her. Part of me is surprised, but part of me isn't because Grant kept saying all these things to everyone, and he was reckless." Carolina then disclosed that she and Licia had begged Grant to quit reassuring them and tone it down. She stated, "And both Licia and I'm not sure if anyone else tried to bring this up with him, but we urged him to tone it down. And he continuing and giving that reassurance. So I don't know. I'm not sure what goes through that guy's mind." Carolina said, "He proved me correct on every question I had about him. So it sucks that I'm the evil guy." Carolina also commented to those who believe that making vows to different women is a normal aspect of The Bachelor. She explained, "And people are like, you know what you signed up for. No, I signed up to date this guy. I didn't sign up to have him offer me promises he couldn't keep. And that's what sent me spiraling, and that's what caused me to doubt everything." Carolina then compared Grant to The Bachelor Season 28 star Joey Graziadei, whose runner-up Daisy Kent self-eliminated at the final rose ceremony after he made it plain that he was going to choose Kelsey Anderson. She said, "Look at Joey. Daisy knew she was going home the day before she left. He wasn't saying, 'Can't wait to propose to you tomorrow.'" Carolina went on, "So when I go on my first date with you, and you make it look like it's me, I still have to go through all of this and watch you violate your promises over and over again. And I kept telling him that my biggest pet peeve is when people overpromise and underdeliver when they could just shut up." He laughed, and I was like, "Just stop making promises you can't keep." Carolina also revealed that she and Licia had asked Grant to quit making promises. She claimed, "Clearly, Licia and I both told him to stop, but he kept doing it. I'm not sure if he actually felt it in the moment. I do not think he is a bad person, but I think he was incredibly careless. To be the Bachelor, you must have a backbone, stand your ground, not be easily persuaded by others, and recognize that your words have value." Carolina also revealed that during their one-on-one date, she joked with Grant, asking if they were about to pull Claire Crawley here, because he was so reassuring. Claire ended The Bachelorette Season 16 early because she was certain that Dale Moss was the one for her. Carolina insisted that the best approach to be the Bachelor is to keep an open mind, and that you shouldn't really know until the end who it is, because who you like today may change tomorrow. Carolina went on, if you were the Bachelor, and said, I knew from day one that it was going to be her, then, in my opinion, you weren't a decent person. Because if I were in that situation and was so confident about someone so early, I would just have to cut the show. Morally and ethically, to say, leading people on for the sake of TV is insane and cruel. And I could never do it. And I don't appreciate anyone who can. I believe he has the right to change his mind as the Bachelor, which is acceptable. He should not have stated what he did. It's stunning and eye-opening that Grant allegedly made the same promises to Carolina as Licia claimed he did to her. Although Grant claims that he did not deceive Licia because he did not make any promises, Carolina's revelations suggest that he may not have recognized the gravity of his comments. Grant had another difficulty throughout the season when he informed Rose Somke that he was thinking about her while dancing, which she misinterpreted to indicate that his mind was on her while dancing with Carolina. This suggests that Grant should have been more careful with his comments. Hopefully, future Bachelors will learn from Grant's mistakes, because it's disappointing to read that Grant misled Carolina and Licia into believing they could be the one for him. It's also worth wondering what his fiancée, Juliana, thinks about all of this. I agree with Carolina that Grant needed to tone it down during The Bachelor season 29. I was astounded by how devoted he was to Licia, but then how he shifted and selected Juliana in the end. Although editing could be to blame, Grant did tell Licia that he loved her and mentioned that he was considering finishing the program early and leaving with her after their fantasy suite date. It's distressing to hear Carolina laugh about how he might do the same thing with her. I believe Grant is in love with love, and while his feelings for Juliana are genuine, he became involved in moments with the other ladies as well. It's unfortunate that Carolina and Licia are now being portrayed as villains because of their reactions to Grant's failed promises. Hopefully, Carolina and Licia will the love they seek, whether on Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 or, even better, as the lead of a future season of The Bachelorette. They had plans to expand their product line, collaborate with other brands, and continue to spread their message of kindness and positivity. But above all, they remained committed to their mission of building a community where everyone felt they belonged. I think we've just scratched the surface, Juliana said as she looked at Dominique. There's so much more to come. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.